Hi there, moms and dads, boys and girls. Not girls just yet, but we're going to work on that and get more girls in our classes. I think that'll be very cool. My name is Mr. O, Mr. Oh no, Mr. Omo, Mr. Oil, anything that starts with an O, as you know. All right, so we just had an amazing course this past Saturday. It was in January of 2022. And there was just a whole lot learned and a whole lot of fun had. So I thought it would be a great idea for us to give to have a little recap of what we did. Moms and dads, you can ask your boys and girls about what they did, and maybe this will help them remember just a little bit. Okay, so there are three major parts. For the third part, the older groups did it slightly differently than the first group in the morning, but you'll see what that looks like. In part one, we discovered that coding is all about giving instructions to a computer in a language that it understands. We played some games with that. We worked on algorithms, which is a word everyone should pretty much know now, and it makes you sound super smart to say it. Remember, an algorithm is a set of steps that we follow to achieve a goal. We then moved on to designing our very own robots with Lego, given the opportunity to collaborate. And the big idea with that was to work with a function in mind for the robot. So you needed to know what it does before you start building it, because doing it the other way around doesn't really make sense. In part two, we got inspired by the amazing Boston Dynamics video where we've got robots dancing all over the place, and it's just a whole lot of fun. If you haven't watched it, then I'll probably put the link in the description below. Otherwise, just search for Boston Dynamics and you'll see it'll pop up. So we watched that, and then we did a really cool thinking routine called a See, Think, Wonder. And with this one, you let them know before, and then I asked them, what do you see as you watch it? Then what do you think is happening? Can you explain it? And the third one, the most important one and most exciting one, what does it make you wonder? What is it, if you were there, what questions would you ask? And we had some brilliant questions about how much code did that take? How does it move like that? And it was very cool to be able to hear and to see that thinking coming out from that activity. After seeing what a robot could do in the real world, we decided to make our very own robots because we were feeling a little bit lazy and thought that we should have a robot who could draw for us. And so that's what we did. We took some motors, 3-volt motors, and a bit of Lego, some power, and press stick and foil, and using those we were able to offset the balance of the motor, turning it into a vibrating motor, which in turn could move along and shuffle along. Now, what was very, very cool to see with this was that there wasn't only my approach to it, that learners were able to take it wherever they wanted, and we saw some really interesting designs, some that splattered Koki all over not the room, but over us. So that was really fun to see and really great to try out and see the excitement that came from that. It was just such a good reminder to me to give our learners opportunities to have fun while they learn. More than give opportunities, that's the way that learning does happen. Part 3 for our younger learners saw us spending some time on some devices on a coding app called Scratch Junior. And this was a fantastic way to start the coding process and see the very same logic that would go into programming in this app is the same that we would use growing up. It is problem solving, it is algorithms, it is decomposition, taking something very big and making it smaller, even looking at a little bit of abstraction. How do we make our code nice and small and efficient? And in this, we were also able to create our own robots. Well, draw them out and give them their very own names. If you haven't seen, I've done a little bit of an extension video for that one where we create in Scratch Junior, which was developed by MIT, by the way. So we develop in Scratch Junior and we make our very own robot that will go and pick up rubbish for us. So that's a cool little project that we do. It's a nice short one. So if your learners enjoyed Scratch Junior, then that's a cool one to jump on. Otherwise, for the older group, we had a look at the microbit, which was just it's an incredible amount of fun. We've got these LEDs built in, we've got lots of inputs, ways of seeing what the parts of this microcontroller actually does. It was so cool to see how our learners were able to match their interests and find something that was fun and interesting with the microbit as they programmed it. So I started off by showing them how to make their very own name tag, and then they took it from there after showing them events, which tells a robot or a computer when it should run some code. They were able to get them to send messages, to check the temperature in different rooms. It was great to see learners helping each other, collaborating and working off and really helping each other learn more and have an absolute blast while doing it. So I suppose as a general summary for the day, what we looked at was why coding and robotics is both fun, it's helpful for problem solving, it improves thinking skills, and it's great to emphasize and help collaboration in a meaningful way. And if you've studied the paradigm of constructionism in education, then you know just why collaboration like this is such a good idea. So then, of course, the big question is, what is next? All of our kids and me just had so much fun. Where do we go from here? Well, if you're on the mailing list, you're going to be the first to hear about exactly what it is. We are securing a venue, looking for a way for us to maximize the education potential that we have with no compromises on the learning process. So in this venue, we would look at bringing in our 100 kilograms of Lego and making it available for homeschool and mainstream school parents and kids to be able to come and explore, play, for them to be able to do projects using Lego, coding and robotics, the laptops and devices that we will have, as well as be able to book a facilitator like myself so that we could help you journey through that, help you with lesson plans even if need be, or just help you with figuring things out in there. Even as an adult, it is super duper fun. And of course, you would have heard me talk about my amazing, incredible, ridiculously beautiful wife, Mrs. O, who is the best drama teacher in the wide world. I am not biased at all. She really is phenomenal. She's got her honors in dramatic arts from the University of Witwatersrand. Okay, so my wife really is amazing. She has been teaching for longer than I have. So we're going to be launching some drama lessons, some drama courses as well. Okay, I know that we are all super excited and looking forward to this education space opening up, where we're going to have makerspace things and opportunities to study, opportunities for tutors to even come in and help out as a cool space. And I want to say more, but we've just got to confirm it before we say it out loud. Otherwise, for now, it's a little bit difficult to not get emotional when expressing the gratitude I have to each and every one of you as parents for investing in your learners' futures and trusting home code with doing that. It's a ridiculous blessing to be able to teach and to use this to God's glory and for the next generation. Let's buckle up. Let's get ready for some amazing learning experiences together. And as always, keep exploring.